As I promised, I'm going to take a brief walk through on the Tinsel Trail and take a quick look at the trees in Big Spring Park. You'll notice I've got my green and red on for Christmas, and the weather today in Huntsville is almost 70 degrees. We've got rain coming in tomorrow, late tonight, but it's not that unusual for this time of year. But of course, we do like some other colder weather. I'm starting up here at the top. Let's see. Well, what I do to my... All right, I'm messed up here. Oh, it's supposed to be like, there we go. And I'm going to flip the camera. Here we go. That's what I'm trying to do. And this time we're going to take a walk down. I have to be careful with this HAPS orientation because it's easier to cover up the microphone. But I'm going to start up here at the top and go down, show you the fountain in some of Big Spring Park. And I didn't get that stabilizer yet, but we're working on it, and maybe by the next time I'll have one of those selfie sticks with a stabilizer, if not a new camera. But anyway, got folks eating lunch here. Got a wonderful patio up here. Good place to exercise. A lot of people walk in Big Spring Park. And I'm going to try not to camera shake, but yeah, got a great fountain. And you can see the tree lights, the trees ahead. And I decided to come in the daytime because trees, a lot of time, when they're lighted, all look the same at night. And although that's a lot of fun, and you might want to do that, it's also fun to see these in the daytime because they have such wonderful decorations. Huntsville, as a point of history, was centered around the Big Spring, which originates right here. You can see the wonderful, pristine, clear water. When we get around to where the fishes are, I'll show you some of those. I'm multicasting today, so I'm going to be on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. Instagram messed up last time. I don't know if it's going to go through or not, but we're set up for all of those. Looks like Cookie Monster to me. And you see all these wonderful people with different companies have sponsored these trees. And you can see why. I'm going to have to slow down on these a little bit, I think. But you can see that they are so wonderfully appointed during the daytime. Interestingly enough, Facebook put a center here in Huntsville a few months ago, and so they've actually sponsored this, I believe, for the first time. And maybe I'll find Mark Zuckerberg out here today. Sponsored or host, if people host their own trees, sponsor their own trees. That must be a digital tree because it's in a digital cage. Looks like an RIAA standard rack. Put a stereo system in that. Bugs Bunny, Cookies and Cafe. Hopefully I'm also live on Facebook. This is going to be about a 20-minute walk, 20 or 30 minutes maybe. It's hard to hold this camera. All right. It's easier to hold it on horizontal. That's one of the problems with HAPs right now is they're not oriented for a horizontal screen. I see somebody said something. Got 3 viewers. Hello, viewers. And looks like somebody's saying hello there. Mario. Hi. And here's the reason for the season. Got the Merry Christmas right there. You know, a Star Wars fan, Yoda's always a favorite. This event is open into the evening with the lights and some nice Christmas music in the background. I'm not going to be able to stop and look at each and every tree, but I'm going to turn around and show you that there are so many out here. We've got good folks doing the work, putting up new signs. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. Safety warnings, that's a good idea. Themed tree. Gonna look at some of these over here. Whoops, have to be careful about the microphone too. Huntsville has grown quite a lot in the last 10 years, especially geographically. But this is still the center of downtown Huntsville, at least figuratively speaking. It used to be the geographic center, and it's expanded so much to the west that now the geographic center is actually 6 miles west of here, and Huntsville has become the largest city in Alabama. Birmingham is still larger, but it's a metro area thing. All right, the 3 wise ladies are passing by there. Let's see here. And I'm just going to show you that the trail goes all the way up that way. You can come back around here. The other day I told you that the mayor's office, he's on the 8th floor up there. He's probably looking down as he does now. Every time I get a picture, it looks like there's a squirrel's nest or something. Oh, that's just a leaf. Tommy Battle's quite a character. A lot of people think he's a good mayor, but there's certainly been some moments where we could call that into question. Anyhow, this is Christmas. Merry Christmas, Tommy Battle. There's Batman. Have to slow down. I know that I've still got the camera shake when I'm moving like this. See a few more of these. And let's see. So over in that direction is Huntsville's Art Museum. They've got an open air cafe, and they seem to have closed it off. And then where we just left is referred to as Big Spring East. Now we're at Big Spring West. And if you looked at the Christmas parade on Twitch before I edited it, you might have seen some of the trees here. This is actually where I was when I was filming the Christmas parade. In this area, that's Huntsville Utilities across the street on that side of the Big Spring Park. And a lot of times there are live acts that set up and play here in the summertime. So this is a lively area in Huntsville. We came from that direction during the Christmas parade. And to keep my engine running, I'm gonna go around in the other direction. I don't know if she's live streaming or if she's just taking pictures.
No, just a video.
Oh, okay. Well, I got her on live stream. Whoop. There's my favorite. There we go. I figure if they're pointing the camera at me, it's fair to point it back at them. It's a patriotic tree. Big Spring got a makeover a few years ago, and the pond is roughly in the same place, but they did make some adjustments. It's a little bit smaller than it was, and it's still a nice place, but sometimes I wonder if they go out of their way to mess up a good thing. But now that tree is prepared for takeoff. Got an emoji tree. Let's see, I'm not even trying to look at the chat, but I'm glad to see I've got chatters and people watching. Now, there you go. Well, my live stream is rolling with the punches, and that's what I'm going to do today. After I get off work, I might just go to the store and pick up a 6-pack. This is work. I do this in conjunction with my website, and this is giving me a live presence. My website is TOCC. It's news and information, and God forbid if something happens in Huntsville, like in Mayfield, Kentucky, and Bowling Green, I would attempt to be there to bring an actual news type story, a more urgent type of news story. This is certainly newsworthy, and that would be TOCC TV, TOCC.TV. You can visit there. There's a link on the profile, and wherever you're viewing from, there's going to be a link there somewhere. Here's an interesting point. When Big Spring Park was first built, it's referred to as International Park, and there were cherry trees in this bridge, which were gifts from Japan. But part of the reconfiguration of Big Spring Park has been, hello young lady, how are you? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Trying not to step on nobody. Trying to, anyway, so flood mitigation has been a problem in downtown when we get to the 100 years flood. A lot of people don't realize it. I think it was in 2004, water was about 12 inches above the tread here. So it was almost up to the middle rail, not quite. And that was a flood that will be remembered for many, many years in Huntsville. Well, not everyone is as fortunate as Christmas time. Not only should we remember the folks in Mayfield, there are always other people who are camping out, maybe carrying their personal effects in a grocery cart. Be considerate towards those people this time of year. Once in a while, you see them here in Big Spring Park, often they're about places. But once in a while, Big Spring is kind of quiet on Friday afternoon. As I said, we actually had a little bit of rain, which was kind of unexpected. And of course, you can see the clouds, just rain moving in the air. So take a look over here. Here we're on the other side of the art museum, and they have an outdoor ice skating rink set up, and apparently a BMX raceway. I've never seen those guys do that before here. Looks like an Olympic. Of course, people do ride bikes there sometimes. But I don't know. In years past, there have been times when the weather is so warm that they're not able to keep the ice frozen. And I think that might be the case today. If you're interested in ice skating, and if you're in the Huntsville area, you want to give a call to somebody, whoever that might be, to find out. But it certainly does look like there isn't anyone here, and that could be an indication that indeed, yeah, here the gate is, it's closed. And that may be a question of the hours of the day, or it may be because they're having problems with the ice, because it's been warm for several days. Even though it's not unusual to be 70 degrees at Christmas here, we normally have more cold weather, I think, than we have this year. It's been generally warm, except really those couple of times when I was broadcasting. Yeah, so here's the reality. Huntsville, the ice skating is closed for today, and check for hours of operation and for weather updates. So I think that's probably the real problem right now. It looks like it's kind of wet. Well, let's see. I'm just going to go on around. That's most of all I wanted to do today. So I'm going to shut it down in just a few minutes. This is the art museum again. You stay with me a minute. This is a lot of the construction that's going on in Huntsville. This is a walkabout unto itself in that direction, because in the area of the hospitals, which is about a mile south from here, they've really begun putting in a lot of mixed use and apartments. Some of that is implied to be for retirement, people in retirement. But of course, they've also rebuilt new hotels and motels all over Huntsville, and especially in the downtown area. Well, I think I've run out of anything new or interesting right now. Hey, folks, thank you for dropping in. And let's see. Oop. There we go. I was just trying to flip the camera and I turned it off. And anyhow, I'm Jim Casey. Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming to visit with me today. And do go visit my website. It's TOCC.tv. Have a good day.